want some more. It's that time for you to get on the floor. Now move that body and show me you want some more. It's that time for you to get on the floor. Now move that body and show me you want some more. It's that time for you to get on the floor. Now move that body and show me you want some more. Ready? Go. Get on the floor. You want some more. want some more. It's that time for you to get on the floor. Now move that body and show me you want some more. It's that time for you to get on the floor. Now move that body and show me you want some more. It's that time for you to get on the floor. Now move that body and show me you want some more. Get on the floor. You want some more. Get on the floor. You want some
What's going on? Trying to see if BSLK is gonna do a move here. BSLK is 1.5 milli float. Let's see if BSLK is gonna push at 7 a.m. Yeah, we had a lot of traders show up in the morning of ATNF. And what you want to do if you're trading at 4 a.m., what I used to do, I didn't really wake up at 4 a.m. to buy this ticker. You can pretty much show up at 4 a.m. Trade Zero actually is one of the best ones that allows you pre-market trading if you're trading with them. And then what you want to do is once it breaks yesterday's high, which is 12.5 or 12.7. Once it breaks yesterday's high, ATNF, in the morning, you can wake up, say 4 a.m. You can buy it as it breaks yesterday high, and you can risk, of 12.5 or something. You can risk like 50 cents. It's almost like if you calculate it right enough, like, I mean, if you have your speed keys ready, you can pretty much not lose anything if it doesn't work out. So this ticker that I was discussing yesterday that had 350 million in Ethereum pretty much broke yesterday's high, which is you mark the spot, and then you wake up in the morning, and once the spot breaks, you buy it with, a speed key, say Control 1 or something like that, and then you have Control X as your exit key in case, that's I usually use Control X for exit and Control 1 to buy. So I buy it about, I don't know, 2 pennies above the ask, and then if it fails, I sell 2 pennies below the bid. So you have to, so you buy it, and then you have really hot hotkeys, and then you can see so that in this situation, we went up all the way up in a couple of candles if you were awake at 4 a.m. from 13 to 19. And these patterns happen quite often, not all the time in a cold market. They mostly happen, they happen a lot in 2020, 2021 when we were in a hot market. That's really all I was really doing a lot of the times. I was waking up in the morning and watching yesterday's high which was 13. And I was buying it with size, sometimes on leverage. And then a couple of seconds later, I would just lock in my profit. That used to be my day. A lot of these because you're just limited with with your trading account. Most of you don't have a lot of money to your name, but this is a really nice strategy. Doesn't really work all the time, but in this situation, since this ATNF has performed really well and squeezed a lot of shorts out, because it over delivered, what I like to say. So this is the first mover on the bull market cycle. You guys remember, if you guys go through my video course, if I'm not sure you all went through my video course, you have to go through my video course, which is your ultimate trading guide. And right about here, you can see me talking about the bull cycle right about here. This is where we are at the beginning of the bull cycle, and it only really takes one mover to start a bull cycle. So in this situation, in the bull cycle, you see here that I have 100% to 1,000% runners. So we had, if I were gonna look at yesterday's mover, which is at, let's call it at 6, I don't know, 6 p.m. on yesterday's mover, you can see that this ticker was up around 222%. So definitely fits in the criteria of right about here of 100 to 200%. Because if we were over here, it should have sold off. So we did not sell off. So we're at the beginning of the bull market cycle. So right now we're pretty much trying to piggyback a lot of momentum because a lot of traders are going to be excited about trading, and we're trying to see which one is going to generate volume. We got about 4 minutes until the pre-market is open, and I'm sure I'm seeing lots of traders watching at this moment in time. So if you are awake, I'm sure I've seen a lot of complaints. Like you made a 50% gain on a small account. That's 50% gain is really huge. All you have to do is continue on your path and not blow up your account. I've seen traders make 50% on that ticker and I don't know, 20% of the ticker. And, I understand that a lot of you traders do not have the capital to trade, but if you're working with me and you're understanding what you're doing, you will have, success. But if you're not working with me and do not want to follow what I have to say, you will eventually give all that money back and then some. So this strategy is pretty good to buy it as it breaks yesterday's high. You're going to see this strategy multiple times as you have a strong mover. I had a trader here that woke up at right here, crazy move, ATNF hit 19. So he got a buck 40 out of it, was not expecting that much momentum. So he woke up at 4 a.m. He's been A plus plus student. I mean, even though you might not have bought it with size, 13 to 19, waking up at 4 a.m. and making a huge trade in just a couple of minutes, pretty much makes your day. You can be up a couple thousand here if you're, able to, use hotkeys, use leverage, and have a stop loss. And in a couple of minutes, you can be from 13 to 19. So that's not really a problem. You just, if you put in the time, you will be successful. Trading is very hard, especially if you have a small account. And but then this situation, we have, the beginning of a bull cycle. So now we're working on, where is these excess liquidity going to come into, whether it's going to be BSLK, so technically my routine has been always to look at tickers underneath 10 million that are gapping up, and we're going to have some sympathy momentum because a lot of traders are going to feel FOMO that they missed ATNF, and BSLK is the one that's about to get ready here. If you don't mind me asking. All right, watching the 365 area for a long. Ideally, if I wanna, if I, there's the 365 where we're about to push. We have about a couple of minutes left here. So if it breaks 365, I'll probably take that long and risk it off 355 because we're getting ready for 7 a.m. push. So I actually went some long there at 365. I went long, BSLK at 365. So I'm in this situation. I'm going to risk about 10 cents because I believe there's going to be a lot of momentum at 7 a.m. You can see the downtrend here just broke, so it's probably going to push to 390s. Just make sure you hold the hotkey just in case you're down 10 cents to take it out. Right now, my entry is 365, risking off 355. Looking for a big push. There you go! Holy shit! Holy come on! Sold all at 4. Sold all at 410. Oh my god. Look at that fucking rocket right there. Holy shit. Holy camole. The fucking rocket has just exploded here. So this is the beauty of small caps. We have a bunch of traders here. We have 355 to 395. My entry was 365 to 408. So, if you're able to get out of this position with 20% profit or more, 366 to 399, very impressive on this ticker. So, congratulations. So right now you're in the driver's seat. You pretty much what you're doing right now. Let me explain it to you guys. What you're doing right now, you're profiting from the FOMO that you've seen in ATNF here. That, we had huge, a lot of people are going to see ATNF and they're going to be like, which is the next one? And in this situation, BSLK was, you can see so that in this situation, 367 to 428 in one candle. You can see how excited traders are getting. We had about 1.2 million candle at 7 a.m. And we yeah, it's a huge candle. I was not expecting. I was expecting it to go up pretty nicely, but I sold at 405, 408. 408 sells, 365 entry. So that's kind of like a huge gain for me right there because I'm just front loading the 7 a.m. buyers. Not a lot of brokerages have 7 a.m. buyers. But so as soon as 7 a.m. rings, you're gonna have this volume come in from E-Trade, Fidelity, whatever you want to name it, and they chase it up in this candle, and we just sell into them for now. Uh, as of right now, what's it gonna do? Whether it's gonna go to 5, 7, 25, 2, 20, I don't know, but I saw this opportunity here to make, from 350 up to 430 in 2 minutes, and you have to take that because I'm up 20% in 2 minutes. You have to take some off the table, and pretty much we'll see if this ticker holds up. So the strategy here is looking for the lowest flow. That's pretty much obvious, and this momentum also. You can see so here that actually this ticker did have news. So that's nice to see. Bolt projects stock soars on strong Q2 funding. So this ticker did have news yesterday. You can see so here that BSLK has soared 40% in after hours to $3 following rebuff's second quarter earnings. I did not even know that this ticker had earnings. So that's even better. It's much better to have, it's much better to have a ticker with earnings. So we bought a ticker with earnings and with low float. So I'm sure that's like a double bonus. And with a decent chart, if I were gonna look at all the resistance here, um, resistance here, you got 350 breakout point, and we held, and then we went to the next breakout point. Like usually stocks move between lines on the daily. In this situation, the high of this candle was 430, and we hit 428. And say if we bought 420, if we broke 428, the next resistance is going to be 470 and so forth. So able to capitalize on this move here on the daily. It actually hit 425. So glad I'm seeing that volatility is on the market. Today we do have another 30 minutes to go. Actually, I made my daily quota just now. So I will be like life gets easier once these tickers are running. And but you can see how that volatility on that BSLK is. Hopefully we're gonna get some other tickers. We'll see. But right now you're just sitting on the driver's seat. This was the easy money. This is the easy money here, and this is the easy money here. Like you might be like, hey, I don't have a lot of money. I don't know what to do. You're gonna have to go above and beyond. You're gonna have to be here at 7 o'clock a.m. You're gonna have to have a scanner, have hotkeys, have the right brokerage, and you can nail them at 4 a.m. This ticker went from 13 to 19, which is ATNF just buying yesterday's high, and BSLK went here on the downtrend break just now. And I was buying 365, and I had my hotkey ready in case it dipped to 355. So I'll, risk only 10 cents, and then we spike 60 cents, and you lock it in right there. So that was a great trade. If you guys took it, make sure you give a thumbs up. And of course, for more, you'll have to, join me in the private Discord for more, because this is just, if you're going to join the free YouTube stream each day for an hour, you're just limited to that time period in which these stocks run, whether they're running or they're not running. Sometimes they're not running it when I'm streaming. So they're running when I'm streaming in my private Discord. So that would be, so right now we're just sitting on the sidelines, chilling out here. So I'm glad I took that position. It's just a simple downtrend break, and combined with news, combined with low float, combined with 7 a.m. push, we managed to this spike from 360 to 428. So I don't know really what's it gonna do now, whether it's gonna fade or whether it's gonna keep going. But there's one thing I know is that there's momentum in these small caps, considering what ATNF did yesterday. So definitely you have to be ready for these tickers. So let's see what other tickers show up, whether I'm gonna trade them or not. But if you nail a couple of them, like you nailed ATNF yesterday, you woke up at 4 a.m., you traded ATNF, you woke up at 7, you traded this one. I mean, you should be up pretty quickly on these tickers. It doesn't really take much. Like once these things are running, cash is gonna, just pour into your trading account. But when they're not running, you have to, slow down. Because what's that? BSLK. Wow, we have a trader here that bought BSLK. Raphael here. Look at his trades on BSLK. He bought at 365, and then he sold it at around $4 here. A beautiful trade. You can see the blue line. You can see the red line here. So he pretty much took that 20%, and he traded with Interactive Broker, seems like. And I don't know if Interactive Broker does 4 a.m. trades or before 7 a.m. trades. I don't have it. But congrats to his trading. You can pretty much size up on it or size down on it. It only, you can put 1,000 shares in, or you can put 10,000 shares in. The volume definitely was accommodating. You can see it's trading 185,000 on the 1 minute. So you try not to be more than, I don't know, 10% of that. Congrats, Rafael. Rafael is on the driver's seat. So, we've been in I think last week was pretty slow. No, I think last month was pretty slow. There was a period in which we all asked, when is that bull market cycle going to show up for small caps? And soon enough, yesterday we had ATNF and we have this one now. So it'll probably be busy the next month or week. Definitely there's plays. So, if you went through the studying, if you went through all the courses when it's just cold, sometimes it's just cold. You went through the courses, the NASDAQ course, all the courses that are here, and pretty much got the basics out. You'll pretty much start profiting. I'm not saying if you follow the rules and not overtrade and have a max stop loss per day. I mean, when these things are running, it's quite awesome to trade them. Right now, what we did was I think I have to add a strategy here. It's called a 7 a.m. push or something, because this was a textbook 7 a.m. push. But so I mean that's why did I select BSLK? Because it's the first one on the list and the lowest amount of float. Lowest float, first on the list. It has to be obvious. Lowest float. Like if you look at the pre-market gainers here, you can see that BSLK is the lowest float. Why did I select is the lowest float and the number one on the list? So usually stocks with the lowest float have the most range. And it's got to be obvious for traders. We're trading between other retail traders. So retail trader is just going to show up, look at the top 5, and decide if they're going to buy it. They don't look past they don't look past the top 5. So if you can find a low float at 7 a.m., most of the time it pushes. Let's see, there we go. Most of the time it pushes. That doesn't mean most of the time, like 60% of the time. Sometimes it just sells. Sometimes it goes straight down. So, but because of ATNF, so right now they're going straight up. So it'll be right now. I'm in the driver's seat. I made my daily quota for today, and I mean I'm waiting for new tickers. Sometimes you make your whole day's work in 2 minutes, and then you have to sit here for 3 hours. Uh, like if we're gonna look at you have to be really quick, especially with the hotkeys. My entry was 465 and 408 exit, and that was kind of like what I pretty much went for. And you might wonder, like, why would you go with size on this one? I was risking 10 cents. You might be like, why would you go with such big size on it? Because, if you manage your risk, like I bought it at the perfect time, 465, right when it broke the downtrend, and then I was risking 10 cents, so immediately I could, I was risking 1 to 4. So I was risking 10 cents, whether you're doing it with 1,000 shares or you're doing it with 10,000 shares, it's quite similar. So this was an easy money. I wish all of them are easy like this, whether or they are or not. I wish they are, but this is this was the easy money right now, and ATNF was the easy money here, which I didn't really think I should wake up at 4 a.m. Looks like we pushed at 4 a.m. This ATNF pushed at 4:04 from 13 up to 19. So we'll see how BSLK performs. There's definitely going to be a lot of volume in it. But we're waiting on more tickers. And so make sure you get into the private Discord room. We're doing a sale, so you not already know. Right now we are doing half off their first month, so you can get comfortable with all the. Right now we're doing half off first month, so you can get comfortable with all the trading member content. You're gonna have to go through a lot of member content. It doesn't really take a lot, but it does take some time. The Nasdaq course you're gonna have to go through. You do need to go through all these index cards and have printing them out, because you can see I have, you need to print them out or write them down, because consistency is pretty much your key, and your priority is green as soon as possible, because most of you guys have a small account, and if you do not, want to listen to what I have to say, that small account will go to zero. So if you do not follow all these rules here, you will likely lose. These are, very back tested by me for losing for many decades or just a couple of them. And you'll have to print them out, because sometimes it's a hot market, sometimes it's a cold market. You do need to know what to do between, and you have to go through the course and introduction, top rules, sizing, the guide, and and then you have to go through all the criteria for buying stocks. You'll see that my criteria for buying stocks in a slow market was quite similar to ATNF. You can see that, this strategy for the slow market. You can see ATNF clean chart, low float, top gainers, news, trade at the market open. You can see that, multiple tickers fit my criteria here. So today it's gonna be very exciting, because we're gonna get lots of potential squeezers. So make sure you go through all this material. Like, all these setups are your bread and butter. That's just, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning, sadly, because when you're using hotkeys, did you buy on the ask and also say it on the ask? Yes. Set ask, let's say. So right now I buy uh control. I use control plus one to buy, and then I put buy limit ask plus 0.02. Control one to buy limit ask, and then when I sell control. What do I sell? Control plus Q to sell at ask, plus 0.00. Yeah, you can pretty much sell at the ask, or sell actually control W. Let me see, it was a control W, or control. I have two sell hotkeys. To sell ask, and then minus 0.02. So I have a couple of setups here. Like, the way I set it up is control one, buy limit ask plus 0.02, and then control W, sell the ask, or sell, 2 pennies below the ask. And I also have control plus X to sell below bid, minus 0.02. So when I click Control X, you sell bid, and I also have Control plus Z, cancel all orders, just in case I mess up. So you're gonna have to use these hotkeys because one of these days you're gonna be buying say you buy ATNF here at 13 and then it dumps on you at 12 in a minute. If you're not fast enough, you're dead. I've had many fake out breakouts, stocks that break yesterday's high and then they just don't go. And if you don't hit your Control X, you're dead. So then say BSLK, say I bought it here at 365 and then it dumps on you at 355. If you don't get out with your Control X, or you mess up the order, I have to cancel all orders. Control Z, cancel all orders, because so I have to go Control Z on my fingers. Control Z, cancel, then Control X. So it's very convenient. Yeah, those are very useful. Let's see. Because if you don't not fast enough, you're gonna get wiped out. Yeah, so as of right now, we're just waiting for new tickers. Ask usually. Buy on ask. I buy on ask and sell. Like normally I just want in most of the time. I buy on ask and sell on the bid. Like so as of right now, this ticker is consolidating over the pre-market high, and we can't get a push here over 410. Like I wouldn't really underestimate it. See, if it gets over 410, I'll potentially buy a share. There's there. See, there it is. It's trying here. So just because you thought it's gonna roll over, it might not. So as of right now, since we're at 410, I'm not looking to buy a lot, but I'm looking to buy some. So if you buy some at 410, I have to risk of $4 to see if this. So please do not. So I might. So this is smaller account. So here was a big size. Here I reduced size to 1/3. So 410, stop at 4. Please don't follow me because I'm risking 10 cents and I will get out for 10 cents. So I'm just seeing this a higher high. 410 long, 40 stop, BSLK, just because I'm just seeing if this thing is gonna give me. So I'm risking 10 cents, but I'm risking 10 cents with smaller size. See, because it can flush on me. All right. Let's see if this thing gets legs. As long as 4 holds, it needs to hold 4. Is it gonna hold? All right, let's see. So now right now I'm using the 4 as the stop loss. I'm buying it at 410 and I'm risking 10 cents. I mean, anything can happen right now. We can keep going or we can dump to 4. Like I'm prepared for both scenarios. So I'm watching level 2 right now, whether or not they're picking up the 4s. And I'm looking for a move towards here. So that's my risk and that's my profit. So it's still 1 to 4 risk reward. So let's see them hold 4. That's my ideal, what I want them to do. Let's see if we can get some volume. Right now I have a hard stop there at 4, and I have to hit it. I just hit my stop. So my second trade was a loss. I have to stop out. It was not a good trade. Right now my relong price is 410. So if it gets over 410, I'll have to relong, and that'll be it. So I did give some back there, and I'm waiting for a relong at 410. I know you're all excited whether or not this is gonna continue on higher, but sometimes it's a fake out breakout. So I did take 10% loss. So I did take 10 cents loss. Like right now, I'm sure we had a huge gain here. Giving 10 cents back is whatever, but I'm not looking to give any of it back, any of it more back. I'm not looking to give more back. Like this is a wedge breakout. And we should have held 405 and we should have pushed to 440, but we didn't. So as of right now, it's just a chop feast. We'll see if it breaks 410 for another long. It's trying here. Let's see if it breaks 410 there. Like to be safe, I'm going to wait till 415, 417. All right, let's see it push. There you go. I got back in. All right, stop loss is 405. Back in long. All right, this is the last trade I'm taking. Like I'm not giving them a lot of room. Like if it's nail or bail. Like I'm giving them like 5 cents, and then I'm bailing if it doesn't like go. And but so far we're just getting picked up. It seems like. Like the buying pressure is still on it. There you go. They're picking back up. All right. We got a mover. Okay. Let's see it over 415. Over 415, we should go to 430. There you go. See, that's not that hard. Come on, don't be a fake out. Let's go, 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 go. Barely. Barely going. Yeah, so we're kind of just consolidating here, and we're pushing, and I'm telling you, like after you make your 7 a.m. Profit, this is whole a bunch of chop. And we're still on the uptrend, but it's the games they play here. We're still trending up. This is nowhere near a short. Nowhere near a short. It could go like this for the next 2, 3 hours and hit, I don't know, $10 for all I know. You don't want to short it here. Let's see if it gets going here. That 4 there is supposed to hold. Yeah, I'm trying not to give any of it back because I had a pretty great 7 a.m. push, but here's just a bunch of chop that we're dealing with. High is 417. Yeah, like right now it's just fake outs, breakouts, chop, and games. Like you can see how easy it was at 7 a.m. You can see how difficult it is now. Like sometimes I only used to trade between 655 and 705. Look at it. It's catching me. Yeah, I have to bail. Like this is not this is a chop feast. The chop feast continues. ATNF is VWAP reclaiming. Yeah, I see it, but that's like day 2. This is day 2, so it's more of a short than a buy. Yeah, this thing is rolling over. BSLK is rolling over. So I did take 2 small losses. Like I got excited when we made a higher high right here, and sadly we did not go. Like right here we had a higher high, and normally we should have dipped and went. Like this is all chop fees between shorts and longs fighting. Shorts are coming in and the longs are buying. But we'll see if this thing, I think we'll push towards 430 just because it's the only one running right now. But you know how it gets there is just choppy, seems like. I'm definitely not shorting this one. Like if I were gonna be a buyer, I would be a buyer of BSLK, and probably try to short ATNF somewhere. That's ideally what I would want to do. The BSLK would be your buy, and ATNF would be your short, risking off VWAP because that's day 2. But you know, usually you try not to short the first one, because the first one can squeeze higher than we all think. So use extreme caution if you're shorting ATNF, because it is the first one. So let's see, BSLK is gonna climb up here. Yeah, like if you shorted ATNF, you would be pretty much dead. Like yesterday when I looked at ATNF at $10, I thought it was done. Really thought this move was done. I never did I think it was gonna do 12. Like this is a hard ticker to short. So based on your rules, my rules, try not to short the first green day, especially the first one. Because something like this happens and your account is blown up. Say you short at 6 and the next day you're at 19. You're dead. Especially if you don't cut losses. Yeah, but this doesn't happen that often. Just keep that in mind. So right now, BSLK, we're trying to get a mover. Yeah, ATNF would be your short of the day. I'm not sure if this is gonna work out or not, because it might keep going. You know, it's advised not to short the first one. ATNF is our first mover after a long time of after a whole month of crappiness. And BSIK is our second one. Usually the momentum does last for about a week or two. So we're just trying to ride the BSLK momentum because there's a lot of money sitting on the sidelines. So come on, BSLK, let's get moving here. Yeah, we got about an hour to, we're almost at an hour. We're probably gonna stop streaming in at 7:45. Then we're gonna go to private Discord room. This is the reason why I stream at 7 a.m. because of these volatilities here. So you can see them, I guess. So ATNF, we're reclaiming VWAP, I see, but this would be a short more than a long. Because this is day 2. But, you know, this day 2 of the first mover. Usually you short day 2, but if it's the first mover, I mean, it can have, you can be up, you can still be shorting it in day 2 and it goes higher. So I prefer trading a new ticker like BSLK as a long and avoiding ATNF because it can go either way. It can A, keep going, or B, dump. So that's why I'm looking at BSLK here. Yeah, the S&P 500 we pushed at all-time highs. Yeah, we're at all-time highs, and right now we're getting the momentum, I guess. We're at 644 or whatever. So hopefully as the S&P 500 makes new highs, some momentum will gonna come into small cap tickers. Let's see. See, there we go. ATNF made a higher high, so you know, just because it's up so much doesn't mean it's a short. Just because it's day 2 doesn't make it a short. ATNF reclaiming. You can see how we reclaim and we're making higher highs. Yeah, you see the 1580 reclaim there? I see it. ATNF is pushing. You see the downtrend? I see the downtrend. Downtrend was around 16. You see the downtrend? I wish I would have saw the downtrend sooner. It's a downtrend combined with VWAP. Get ATNF downtrend there. ATNF, nice downtrend there. Nice downtrend combined with VWAP. Like, if you have a lot more money to your name, you could, day trade this, but, you know, but I'm not, most of you do not. Like, this is still day two. Anything can happen here. Like I used to in the past, I used to think like every ticker is a short the second day, but it's not, especially if it's the first one. It can squeeze like 3 days in a row. You can have a day three short on it. Just because it's up the second day doesn't mean it's a short. Just because 80% of them fail on day two doesn't make them a short. So we can go get up to freaking 19 for all I know. Whatever you do, this is not a short. So it's not a guaranteed short. Is it, the first one will always be going higher than all the rest. That's the thing I'm trying to say. It's very hard to buy it right here at 16 because I was looking at it at 10 yesterday. But what if it goes to 19 and 20? Then what? Right? I still think BSLK we're gonna hold some sort of a trend and we're gonna try to push. I don't think this BSLK is done just yet. I think we're still gonna try to push a bit more. Like this momentum here. I mean, you can see we're holding half the spike. You see the spike from 360 to 430. We're holding half the spike. Not quite half the spike, but we're holding majority of it, half of it. So usually when it holds half the spike, we most of the time push higher. See, this is the spike and this is halfway here. So halfway would be around here, what the price that we're at now. So that's bullish. Like if it spikes over here and it doesn't hold the spike and it comes back to 350, it's dead. But if it spikes here and it holds half the spike, the bulls still have a fighting chance. Let's see the bulls come up with some volume on it. All right, I hate to do this to you guys, but our free hour on YouTube is up. So we're gonna move into a private Discord room. So hit the link below and continue your education and your trading in my private Discord. I'm sorry, 1 hour a day is all I have for you, and we'll see if other tickers pop up. But as of right now, BSLK is primarily the one that we're all looking at. You can see it's bouncing off the trend line. So we're at the 1 hour mark. It's not fair to continue on more than an hour because it is my time and it is part of a courtesy that I do each day to get you started with trading. and then you can continue on with more and understand these movers so you can profit them as we go on. Other than that, see you all tomorrow for another hour. Peace out.